All right, so I want to talk about one of my favorite games of all time. The Resident Evil franchise.
Yeah, actually, we've been playing that.
Me and my boy Justin right here. We're huge gamers. Well, he's.
I wouldn't say gamer. It's
I'm
just
not a
something
huge
I
gamer, I
kind of
just
do on
enjoy
my
doing.
little bit of free time that I do have.
Dude,
Besides working out. And
the
stuff
only
like that.
game that I really enjoyed was Mortal Kombat and
that was some 90s
Sonic.
shit right there.
Honestly, Sonic is good too.
Yeah, that was like my favorite.
I like racing car games
And
like
Super
Need for Speed
Mario.
and
Man, I'm old school.
Yeah.
Forza and all that shit.
Forza, I like Forza 4.
I'm still kind of like 2000s old school because I
man,
don't
listen,
care about,
I
I don't
can't-
care about these new consoles like
Like
I just
GTA.
don't care if the graphics are not good or not. It's just I care about the context of the game.
See, I know I would say that, but
A lot of games gonna give me shit for
once
that. But
players play new games with new mechanics in them, it's kind of hard to play the older games. Even though I
no, yeah,
don't-
like your
older
standards are
game like
going
Left 4
up,
Dead or
so-
something is definitely a masterpiece. Even though it's a very old game, it's still a masterpiece. But it's just you might not enjoy playing it as much as a new game with.
But
new
like
stuff
I will
in it.
go play Left 4 Dead before Back 4
It's
Blood. any night.
outdated. That's what it is.
Yeah. Isaac, he really likes the old fucking stuff.
It's
and I'm like,
outdated.
I'm not against it, but then again, I'm so used to new mechanics
Yeah.
I
that
guess nostalgia is really strong too.
it is strong. A lot of people are strong.
But I want to get your opinion on this, Justin. What do you think? You think what would be the next Resident Evil remake? Because I'm thinking it's either gonna be
Honestly, it should
Resident
be
Evil 1?
It should be 5. It should be 5.
but a lot of the fans are thinking it's either gonna be Resident Evil 5.
I think
Code Veronica, Resident Evil 1, right?
First one.
Yeah,
the
first
mansion.
one.
I believe. Yeah, the mansion.
Because like you were just saying, like the graphics are just so bad. Like it's like
not just
GameCube.
that. It's the way it plays, and I know it was designed like that when they made the game. It was supposed to be like that, but nowadays to introduce older games to newer people, like the newer crowd, kids who are like 15, 16, 18, things like that, you got to remake games from the ground up.
Well, tell the fans what the difference between a remake and a remaster.
Well, a remaster is like slapping an HD 1080p title over something and being like, oh, look it's a remaster,
Sure.
when sometimes they really don't
Right.
do that. A remake is taking the engine that they already use, like a modern day engine, one that's updated, and they build everything from scratch. New assets and all these things. So it's basically like a whole brand new game that they make. And I like remakes. Remasters are depending on the game, but a lot of remasters are shit.
So it's like the lazy way out, right? Or the easier way out. To
I
get
wouldn't
it out
say.
quick.
I think it's like the Master. Those of you that played Master Chief Collection, I think that's a good
So-
remaster
That's a
because
Halo
they.
It's like a tweaked version remaster.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. They slap an HD to. Some of them are very lazy. You wouldn't know the difference. But
Yeah, it kind of.
I do like remakes.
No,
me
definitely.
personally.
Yeah, I think because the Resident Evil 4 remake was, they know they had to make that good because like that was like their most sought after game of all time, right? Because it came out in 2005.
Also, Resident Evil, the older ones, that was 4 was the one that kind of saved their franchise and their company.
No, it did. Yeah.
You know how many times they backpedaled on what they should do for Resident Evil 4, and what came out was a masterpiece.
Right, because like it like damn near balanced it perfect. Enough action and enough horror.
Yeah.
Combined. So then like, but the truth is, Resident Evil 5, when Resident Evil 5 came out in 2009, that was the most sold game of all time. So
Because you know why that is? Because
Yeah,
you wouldn't have Resident Evil 5 without Resident Evil 4.
That's
Resident
true.
Evil 4
That's
was
true.
so good that
Yeah.
people were like, okay, give us more Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
So it's just like Fallout 2. Without 3, you wouldn't have New Vegas.
No, for sure. So I mean, so then the fans were like, all right, like you go play Resident Evil 5, but then you're like, a lot of people complain because there's too much action, and now they could talk about how it's racist, this and that. But like Resident Evil 5, it did have a lot of action. It kind of lost that horror ish to it, so that's why And then like Resident Evil 6, they just went all out action. And then Resident Evil 7, they were like, all right, Resident Evil 6 like
straight
the
back
worst.
to the horror.
All the fans will say Resident Evil 6 like the worst fucking.
Isn't there a movie too about?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the
those movies
yeah.
are fucking trash.
Really?
I like them growing up, but like
No,
the replay value watching those movies, nah. Like the first one came in 2002, and then the last one came out in 2012. So they did like a 10-year series with that one chick, Miller, or whatever her name is. I forgot her name. Like she wasn't that attractive. Barely had any tits on her. Like
That's
small
why you watch
ass.
the show or watch the movie or play the game or whatever because of the girl.
Well, you do want to look at attractive people, no? I don't want to play a
Especially
game
since
with.
the main character.
And
in the
here's the
movies.
thing: I like games that
Go
actually
watch the movies.
your
You'll see.
companion or a side character that you see a lot. Like you do want them to be attractive. Yes, that's actually. If you don't believe me,
part
go
of
look it up
nature.
as science.
That's human.
Literally human nature.
Yeah. We always
Now,
want
if you're
the
playing
best.
a game or watching a movie that the side character or the main character's like, gosh damn, like ass ugly, it's gonna be kind of hard to engage
We're all
because
beautiful,
you're
bro.
relying on the story.
Yeah, body positivity.
You're gonna have to rely on that story and that plot in order to engage the viewer.
So what if you look like ass? Then what?
You better have a
Man,
good
you
fucking plot going on with that fucking movie or game.
Okay, carrying on.
Ah, just being
Yeah.
goofy as fuck.
Now we gotta give the Resident Evil fans this.
All right, move
Yeah,
around, move
for
around.
video
yeah.
game fans, that's that segment
Yeah.
right there.
Off to business.
Move around type shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Off to our business topics.